Okay, back again. GMO sent me this. He says this is one of his favourite things that he made. He says, let me just quote him here. This is one of my favourite things, man. Really deep project I done live. Would be good for a reaction as it's so hard hitting. I'm happy for these artists to like tell me what to react to, because I'm just acting blindly on YouTube. It's what's suggested to you, where you find stuff, right? So people just let me know what to do and I'll do it for you guys. So gonna do this one. Hopefully it's entertaining. I know it's gonna be. I'm actually quite excited. It's long, it's 23 minutes, so we're gonna stop it a bunch of times. I don't know if there's multiple songs in this or whatever, if it's one long project. Toss this phone away so my speakers don't make noises. Well, I made another one. Okay, right. Let's do it!
You call that radio?
You call that radio?
Yeah. My name is GMO. Big up Cutchy Cash, man, another Coatbridge legend.
Coatbridge.
Gonna play my new EP, it was released yesterday. It's called IDKM. You'll find out what it stands for as it goes along.
I don't know, man.
It was produced by Prophet 64.
Oh, he's on stage.
Yes. What a sad face, man.
Bro, this is cool. He's handling this stage well, the ambience, the atmosphere as he's coming out, introducing himself, making funny sad face and that. This is professional. This is amazing.
This is the first song.
I love
It's
the
called
piano.
I Feel.
Suspended chords, beautiful.
The attraction.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel this one.
Like a lit cigarette.
It's a bit sadder than the rest, man. Hopefully it inspires you as well.
Yeah.
Take my hand.
Yes.
Know me better than I do.
Lovely voice.
I feel
Lost, lonely, weak. When you're not holding me, I don't know what I'm supposed to be, but right now I don't want to be what my son grows up to see.
Oh shit.
Like all the walls are closing in, I'm the one that depend on holding them up, but my shoulders stiff, I still hold my grip, I'll never let go of it. But most days, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm so explosive with my tempers and emotions get a hold of me. Feel like someone else is controlling me. Sometimes feel like death is the only way. The feelings disappear and come right back. I don't think that'll ever go away. Maybe because I never open up and all my feelings just get stowed away. I just hope there's still hope for me, cause
I feel
Fuck. Shit, he's talking about being a role model for his son, and like his son's gonna learn from his behaviors and his image, you know. They say that kids learn from not what you say but what you do, especially early. He's talking about not holding any feelings because they take over, really. Like, you act on your feelings unless you can sort them out and get them out. And this is part of that, isn't it? The externalization of that feeling here. Thanks, GMO. And the way that chorus comes back in again. I feel.
like a complete failure.
You're not.
Like hitting the concrete face first, I feel like I'm constantly descending, struggling to find a way up. But I'm the only person who can change stuff. Yup.
Yeah.
Lost, lonely, weak. When you're not holding me, I don't know what I'm supposed to be, but right now I don't want to be what my son grows up to see.
Saw souls pulled and stretched, tried and tested, laid to rest vital threads with no final message. But I'm still here so my close ones can still get it. Chest oozing as I let it spill, I feel lighter. My grip loosens on these fisted pills. I don't regret all any cards dealt, and I'm proud of myself. I've been overcome with thought and emotion, but I didn't kill myself.
I
Yes.
feel.
Big up, sorry, Karen, on that one. Man, love you, bro. This is the next song. This song's
Strange
called
ending.
Fancy Car.
Nice, simple message. Do better for your children. Don't act from a place of loneliness and desperation. Shit. Next song.
Yes. I'm a fancy car, but I won't start. Cause I've got broke parts. I've been trying to get them together, but there's no chance.
That's so relatable. Fancy car that won't start. I wrote some lines saying like when the music starts I stop dancing. It sounds similar. There. I got broken parts too, like I just can't join in straight away.
Romantic heart, but it's so dark. Got an odd future, read that Wolfgang, but I'ma just say I'm a wee bit like Mozart. Keep it cool, then kill it when the show starts. All this potential, no motivation. 1 minute is fuck this shit, I quit. Next minute it's who's thrown in my taking, scatterbrained in my own lane, still holding my place, but I'm underrated and fucking deflated. The ones that slated, now the ones that rated. Not really much for debating, I've been consistent with it, always switching it up cause I'm fucking amazing. But when you lose the fun for it and the funds for it and the love for it, you just run from it up.
Yeah.
So when you get the slightest hint of motivation again, you need to lunge for it, jump for
Yes.
it. It be the one for it, man, you need to work for it. So I work for it, I've had highs, I've had lows just like everyone, yeah. And I lost a lot of trust cause it try to switch gears, but remember I'm broke. Ferrari Emmys, but I'm deaf as a fool. When I'm down and never let it be known, I just put on a smile and keep my head in my phone. When I feel the pressure I fold, but at the same time it picks me back up and starts getting me going. But I still feel like there's no drive left in me though.
Complicated relationship with pressure, I can relate to that.
Cause I'm a fancy car, but I won't start.
Bars.
Cause I've got broke parts. Sometimes I get them together, but it won't last. Soul's trapped, fuck a throwback, I'll never go back. I just focus on my own path, even though I'm the only person that holds back myself. At least I know that.
My problems are trivial. Are they? My mind's still cynical. Yaldi. I'm so skinned that I can't even afford a piece of bread for Aldi. And I'm paying off 10 grand in my worst tent and I've got no one to come home to when I've had a hard day. But it gets better, I know this. I want to be the anomaly that shows this. So talk. Get the problems off your chest.
Yes.
I'm suicidal and I've got shit mental health. I'm suicidal, still. I didn't kill myself.
It's an accomplishment.
That's fuzzy for that one, man. I love you too, bro.
You're still here.
Yeah.
This is soul music.
Catch me, I'm falling.
This next song's called Falling.
Oh, catch me, I'm falling.
What a nice voice.
Falling. Catch me, I'm falling.
Some sick guitar as well. The bass.
Yes, Prophet 6-4, we another one.
Catch me, I'm falling.
I just want to sing to this.
Yeah.
Oh, catch me, I'm falling.
Yeah.
Catch me, I'm falling.
Yeah.
I'm falling.
Look, when I fall, I usually pick myself up. I always talk about my health, cause my health's fucked. The hospital is always where I'll end up. I need to sort myself out so I can be there for my son. But I need guidance, I need help up. Luckily, I'm surrounded with the best cunts. But this month is...
It's important, like, get some good fucking people around you. If there's anybody that's holding you back, giving you pain, just leave them for a bit. Forever. For a little while. Sort it out. Just stick to the folk that give you strength, that know who you are, reinforce who you think you are, who you know you are. see you for you, people you can be honest with. Those people get you by. That's your pals. They're real friends. Some friends can challenge that sense of self and stuff like that, but they can't always do that all the time. You know, like they have to. Maybe they do it. Some relationships with friendships and things like that, the dynamics can be crazy. But what works for me is people that sort of see me as I see myself, sort of like reflect that sort of thing. Which is hard, you know, it's hard to find people like that. Like, everybody's going to think you're one thing or another, just depending on what they've heard or what they've seen. Especially if you make content and stuff like that. You just peg you as one sort of person and not the other type. That's what close friends are for, you know, they know you, they know all the sides to you if you're willing to be honest and get it out, to externalize that, put it into those people so that they can act around you as if they know you, you know.
It's been hard for me, man, for fuck's sake. I just had to bury my granda on my son's birthday. So it's R.I.P. to Big Bill. I'll keep doing this music shit until I'm making big bills. Been falling for a while, and I'm fed up putting on that fucking smile. So I hope that you can
Catch me, I'm falling.
That voice again.
Cause I don't know what to do, man.
Catch me, I'm falling.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's the truth, man.
Catch me
Catch me, I'm falling.
Yeah.
I'm falling.
Yeah. When I fall, I usually pick myself up. Doesn't matter what I do, I always get hurt.
It's like self-accountability, it's really important. The person that picks you up needs to be you. Fundamentally, like, you can have help from other people, but it is you, and you need to understand it as you. Someone else can't save your life, because deep down in the foundational experiences, you owe that person. Or your brain can go that way, where you owe people. And in a way that's like, it's good, but it comes from the wrong place. You want to give back to people, but not because you owe them. You want to just for the fact that society's here. Everything's around you, like, it was here before you got there. That's the sort of thing that you owe, in a way. You just owe contribution of some sort, like an honest contribution, good intentions. But you don't owe someone your life, you know? You need to pick yourself up. You owe yourself that.
But I'm just fighting with myself though. Sitting staring at this cell phone. Wait a minute, you know I meant mobile, mate. But recently I ain't really been mobile, mate. Feel like all my mates are ignoring me, and then I realise maybe it's me that's ignoring them.
Yeah.
I'm anxious and I'm sad, try my hardest to put my sadness on the track. Yeah. Cause
Pathological loneliness I suffer from as well. Like, I don't get in contact with my friends often. I don't really leave the house much. I totally relate to that. Like, it's not that they ignore me. I'm sort of I could have had a relationship that was close with these people, but I sort of put myself on the side. And I've done that for years. Thanks for reminding me of that shit, GLUCO. Fuck, you're pulling some character traits out of me that I've not addressed in a while.
I've been falling for a while, and I'm fed up putting on that fucking smile. So I hope that you can
Catch me, I'm falling.
Cause I don't know what to do, man.
Catch me, I'm falling.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's the truth, man.
He's actually got quite an iconic face as well.
Yeah.
Recognizable.
Yeah.
I grew up without a mum and dad. I was homeless at 17. I let my mind convince me that the people that are there for me hate my guts. I disappoint the people that I look up to most. I've lost family, I've lost friends, I've lost children. But I didn't kill myself.
Yes, 1-0, man. Love you, bro.
That's... I fucking knew it! I knew the accent!
Awesome.
I was like, who's that? Spawn's on this, what the fuck?
This song's called Weak.
All the tracks are very similar, but in their own way. Emotional vibes. This one's sort of mysterious. Like a washy sort of feel.
The sun is always shining on my house.
Oh.
But not on me. I'm surrounded by the clouds. What the fuck's wrong with me? Swear I tried to figure it out. Even went to the doctors when I didn't want to speak. Took a lot for me, but felt like it was a waste of strength when I'm already weak. Yeah.
This is unconventional flow. I want to do this again. I feel like the video's sticking every now and again. I don't know if that's me or YouTube, but here we go.
The sun is always shining on my house, but not on me. I'm surrounded by the clouds. What the fuck's wrong with me? Swear I tried to figure it out. Even went to the doctors when I didn't want to speak. Took a lot for me, but felt like it was a waste of strength when I'm already weak. Yeah, yeah. I'm always complaining, constantly raining. Thoughts are just draining all the energy that I've got left. Yeah, yeah. Not got the patience, always a patient. All's that I'm saying is I'll probably gonna end up dead soon. Yeah. If it's not the diabetes or the asthma, it's depression. An acronym for that is DAD. And how am I meant to represent it when I'm always stuck in my head and never learning my lesson? Laugh at everything like I'm Nelson. Won't give up and hopefully I'll be well soon. The sun is always shining on my house, but not on me. I'm surrounded by the clouds. What the fuck's wrong with me? Swear I tried to figure it out. Even went to the doctors when I didn't want to speak. Took a lot for me, but felt like it was a waste of strength when I'm already weak. Yeah, yeah, but I can only get stronger, my mind.
So this is like honest again, and it's made me relate to some things that happened to me. There was a point in my life where I didn't speak for a few days. I wanted to. I couldn't physically speak. And not to anyone in the house, not to anybody or whatever, and couldn't type a message. And I had to sort of like motion to my mum in the house that something was wrong. And she was like, should I phone the doctors? And like through some sort of like depressed nods and things, and like she took me there and we sat, and like I couldn't speak there. And then when I finally opened up to the doctor, like it was like spilling all this stuff out, and it was a release, but I physically could not speak. It was like I needed a stranger to unload on. That was the thing. A stranger. I felt more comfortable around a stranger at that point than the house that the light was shining on, you know? GLUCO, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling myself. It can only get stronger, my man. You know, 2020's been a hard year for everybody. It's probably been...
How is this content? This is like therapy for me. To be honest, like reacting to other guys my age, their stories, relating to that is like therapy for me. It's not just music. This is weird.
The worst year of my life, man. Like my granddad passing away, and then wrote about it in Fallen. And then 2 weeks later, my gran died as well. And then you think things are getting a bit better and that, and then just found out my pal Scott Cowan passed away last week. It's just been death after death, and most of this year I've been thinking about my own death. That's what this album's all about. Like, I got a few of my pals to open up, so we can all look back on this and just remember that we didn't kill ourselves. I've been struggling with my diabetes my whole life as well, and there's just so many things, man, so many things. And the only thing that keeps me here is my son. And that's what I keep telling myself, I need to be here for my son, man. So, I didn't kill myself.
Where do I get myself a son so that I can stick around more?
I didn't kill myself.
I didn't kill myself.
I didn't kill myself.
I didn't kill
You
myself.
shouldn't either.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Big ups, Mark. Big
Right,
ups, you call that radio.
That's the Good Samaritan line.
I hope. Thank you very much for having me, man.
Call
Big
it
ups, Mark.
if you need help.
Big ups, you call that radio.
Oh,
I
outstanding.
hope everybody enjoyed it, man. Just
Incredible
remember,
stuff.
fucking speak out. Peace out, man.
GMO.
Yeah.
Absolutely outstanding for GMO. The Christmas special. And we're here live with GMO in the house.
Sorry, man.
So it's an interview afterwards. Cool.
Just absolutely smashed it, man. I mean, the comments were everywhere. It's IDKM all day, man. And I mean, how long was that? It just sounds like such a complete work. Did you say it's only 12 minutes long?
12 minutes, aye.
Wow, man. I mean, normally it's a criticism if something seems long, but that's not what I mean. It didn't like, I was totally captivated all the way through it, but it just seems to have a point to it. There's the voice notes, everyone who came in with the voice notes is perfect. The production is amazing. What about the producer?
Prophet 64, man.
Prophet 64. Prophet 64 is tuned in. He's
down the stairs, mate. He's on the couch.
We've got
I've heard a few things for Prophet 64 now, and his tracks are good. Like, I don't know who the fuck he is, but he's doing work, like, for a bunch of people out here. That's like a thing, right? So there's these people that put the vocals and stuff in it, and then there's the people that make the tracks. Like, a lot of them go unknown. They do good work. They're doing good work. You need a canvas to...
Grant, Mark and all the acts have kept me sane for the last 9 months. I've discovered so many new acts. Love every minute of this thing. Well, thank you for helping us build the thing, Ali. We've done about 180 shows this year, but this is one of the special ones we do. This is the third one of these we've done, and hopefully we can do more. We will be able to do more if people support the Patreon and the PayPal. That's what I'm going to say about that. I don't want to rattle my tin too much, but
I need a Patreon and a PayPal or something like that, because I'm skint. I'm so poor. And I'm doing this for free, like, but I don't have a job, and I get the minimal work benefits. Like, I get £120 every 2 weeks. That's what I live off. You got to pay council tax and all that shit off that. Heating and electricity. Food, everything. It's hard going, but I'll build the channel up, support it. Maybe I can do this full time. I can put some meat in the fridge. Like, I think for the next 7 days I'm eating pasta, and I make my own bread from flour because it's cheap. So sometimes I make these like it's like a bread bun thing. It's like a loaf of bread, but it's circular. I cut the top off of it and I fill it with like sauce, like tomatoes or something like that, and I rebake it in the oven, and it's quite nice. But getting bored of that, and I've had to live off that for a few days now, and I've got 7 more days of that. Pasta and bread, it's all carbs. So I get a bit of meat next week. That would be nice. Like, my body's needing it. It's really needing it. It's needing protein. You get some from the bread, but it's not a complete profile. Back to this.
This is going to be an expensive experiment if people don't support it, and it will not happen again. But hopefully it will, because it's Christmas, and miracles do happen. Prophet 64 is here. Andrea Preston says, subscribe button, smash that subscribe button like a YouTuber should. Well said, impresses Ali. Ross says, bro, we will bring the speakers. Yeah, man, the parties are coming back next year. hopefully, fingers crossed, I think it'll be a bit of an outdoor party, and I think we've got a lot to make up for next year.
100%, 100%.
You're just... You love live stuff.
I do, aye.
Wait, I remember, I don't know if it was the first time I met you, but I think it was, the first time memorable was Audio Soup.
And I was jumping about with the gremlin costume, trying to get everybody into the tent.
See, the thing is, like, what a lot of people don't know about festivals is that people get booked for a festival and they just turn up, especially if they've never played a festival before, they expect people to be there, but there's lots of different things happening. So, you've got to be if you're new, you've got to be imaginative, you've got to make flyers or just get drunk with the campfire and entice people to come. That's how you get a big crowd, and that's how you also have a shite gig. Big crowd, shite gig, that was the old school Gyro Babies way.
It was actually the year before that, the first time I met you. It was Wee D just phoned me and asked me to come. And
That's
then
right.
he let me do a couple of tunes on his set and that was the first time.
That's right, man. We were in the south side, downstairs.
No, it was at Audio Soup. It was,
was it at Audio
Soup?
Soup?
Soup, aye.
Yeah, so it's just Audio Soup's a bit of a blur, man. It seems so long ago.
Oh, I miss it so much, man.
Yeah, it was a good party.
Made some, like, the second time we went, man, we were parked our tent up next to these people, and then we ended up getting up to the car to get more booze and that, and the guys were parked next to us, and then we're best friends to this day, you know what I mean? Like, it's a crazy experience, man.
It's the magic of Audio Soup, it's the magic of festivals, it's how we get.
This cameraman, though.
That's been missing this year, so I think maybe the good thing that will come from this is that we've maybe been taking things for granted, and maybe when the good times come back, hopefully we can really enjoy that. That'd be amazing.
The defos, I didn't realise how much I would actually missed it, to be honest, man. Like, cause it is something you take for granted, and then
I think it's just as well. Like, see, because you've got a gig, it's like when you've got a job and you've got normal stress and strains of life. Sometimes having a gig is like another fucking. Oh no, I need to be ready for this, and it's another stress that you don't need. So I think sometimes we have kind of just went, you've got that. Obviously, you always love it when you're actually doing it, but just sometimes I think we're going to cherish these moments, hopefully going forward. But just to kind of follow up in that, the GMO thing with the second time, what was you were wearing?
I was wearing
Taps
a
off with
gremlin costume.
a gremlin costume.
That's the GMO's just short for Gizmo. I was called Gizmo back in the day.
Right, okay, on that Gizmo vibe, and just wandering around, just basically promoting himself and saying, I'm on in here in 5-10 minutes, and you got a good crowd for it, man.
Up, man.
You filled it up, man. That's it. Because people at festivals are kind of just walking around. They just want,
seem interesting.
They're looking for clues. Where should we go? And it's like, there's a guy in a gremlin costume.
There's a gremlin, man. Let's go and see this
guy. There's a sesh gremlin. Let's follow him. Colette says, impressed with real quality bra, lovely lass. Shouts to Colette. Yes, amazing, man. How can people get the album?
Well, it's on Spotify, Apple Music, and SoundCloud, and all the rest of the stuff.
It's everywhere.
Here's another thing, because I'm so poor, I can't support anybody like this with like buying their music. I have to find it free somewhere, and then listen. Like, so I'm doing this sort of thing. Like, this is how I support people. I can react to their content and put it out, so that maybe like folk that are connected to me can see their content. Simple. And I also, like, if they end up watching this, there's some feedback for them from a fan. Yeah, that's my contribution to this at the moment, and also to take what they're doing and sort of hopefully use it in my own music going forward. Which is like, hopefully they like that aspect, like that people are being inspired from what they're doing. I love that they're setting up these gigs and all this stuff. This whole atmosphere is cool. It's like chill. They're just trying to make shit happen, you know?
Is it man, it's amazing, and I think is there any videos coming or anything like that? Are you planning to do a visual thing of it?
Planning to do it. I hopefully maybe get started on it in the next few weeks.
Yeah, man, no, it's amazing. I think it does tell a story. It definitely does. Obviously, take your time, man. Get it right, man, because it's a powerful piece of work. And Jimo's got loads of good stuff out, so check out his other material as well. Who do you want? Anyone you want to give shout outs to that's doing it in the scene? So I think there's a lot of people that were. No, they've maybe just tuned in for the likes of Bomb Scare, because obviously Bomb Scare are a phenomenal live band, loved up and down over the world. And I think some people have just like went, wow, Scottish people rap for the first time. so if someone's just tuned in for the first time and they enjoyed your stuff or they enjoyed what they've seen, who would you say is good?
Well, there's a lot of people, man. I'd like to big up the people that done the voice notes for me as well, especially like Ori Karen, Spawn Zero, and Fuzzy, like the three of them are like good rappers and singers and that. And it was a big question to ask somebody, like, to talk about that type of topic and stuff, and like, I do appreciate them doing it, and I think that's what made it sound like an album, like the voice.
They're OGs, like these guys are gonna do what's right for for the art. Like, I think these people are involved in the messages. Like, it's not even it's not a political message. It's like a social message. It's like a health message. It's like a societal thing. It's like an underclass story. And when you ask people to sort of spill their feelings and experiences on your canvas, the real ones will, you know.
Noticing that, and so just want a big game up, and just obviously we were talking earlier about Stan the Odd. Dave Hook, the first person to ever pay me for a gig, and so I mean, I love Stan the Odd, and I still can't believe I've got So Ryan a tune, and obviously Wee D as well. He introduced me to the likes of yourself and so many people, and
Yeah,
just everybody's tuning in, man.
That was the thing that kind of stands out about the voice notes, is because obviously normally in hip hop the voice notes is kind of used. They're usually sort of the jokey voice notes or whatever, or when someone talks, it usually sounds like really ham-fisted bad acting. But these voice notes are really powerful. You can just tell someone's just actually spoken from the heart freely.
That's it, man.
You know, it
that
doesn't sound scripted, it doesn't sound anything, just like this is an actual thing. And yeah, man, the production's incredible on it. Brings it all together.
No, I'm quite proud of it, man. I was a bit anxious to releasing it, obviously, so I've just had a hard year, and as just opening up myself, and then the idea of the voice notes and all that was just like to get my friends to open up as well, and then obviously like I finish it off with like, oh, you shouldn't do this either, and it just to kind of just inspire people and show people you can open up about stuff and that, and I'm quite happy how it's all came together, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, you know, if anyone is struggling, then you can open up, reach out to people. There's help out there. And, yeah, man, well, I think that, I mean, that's the thing, like, people say, oh, you should do a Christmas, it should all be Christmas jingles. That's not the real world. That's not how we do it. What we want to do, you call that radio, and just in general, is just show all the different genres, an eclectic mix. So there's something for everyone. And also talk about politics, talk about things, but also have a good party vibe to it as well. And, you know, we're going to end with Bomb Scare. We're going to have a party tonight. It's going to be okay, but we've got to not shy away from these kind of issues. And you know, you're talking about, I was just saying outside about the voice notes, you were a bit worried about what you were going to do while the voice notes are on, because it's a long wait.
I know.
If you've never been on stage before, like a 1 minute voice note is an eternity.
That's a lot of time to make up, and I was big ups to the lighting guys as well. Just said to him before, I was like, when I stop rapping, just dim it, and then but then I was like, you're just walking around in circles, but at the same time, I think it would make the audience see that it is a pure heartfelt project and that, and then I even felt it myself just listening to it. That's the first time I performed it live. Obviously, it came out yesterday, and I'm overall happy.
Experience, man. Hopefully, it's a good experience for you, because I think you're right, man. I mean, there's been tunes that I've done before. I mean, normally I'm used to playing with a band, but when I have done my gigs with the backing tracks, it's there is those moments where there's nothing happening. But I think it's actually it works in your favour. So you shouldn't ever worry about playing that live, because I think that even if you are like feel awkward about it or whatever, it adds to it. You know, because it's an awkward moment rather. So it's like, you know, normally when you're playing a pure banging as an instrumental,
you're just jumping about and
you've got to act like you're dancing or something. So it's just like, yeah, you can just be you and just react to it naturally, man, because you're putting it. So that's the beauty of
I'm terrified of stage, and it's for things like that, you know. It's for making a mistake. What do you do? Like,
honest music, you just be yourself, and that.
What if you say the wrong word? What if you say like a really bad word when you meant to say another one in your rap? Yeesh.
That's it, done, man. Now I think we're going to go happy holidays from the States. Down River Scooter Club.
Pointing at me.
Shouts to Down River Scooter Club. Tam the Van says, give that man a virtual pat in the back. Sharon says, well done, lads, and enjoying the show. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone who's been supporting the Patreon. Thank you to everyone. I hope some of you have went and bought the G. You can't buy it. Oh, you can buy it.
Just stream it. Just stream it.
It's free
on SoundCloud, and it's on Spotify.
SoundCloud, Spotify. Get GMO. You can buy Bandcamp for texture for Impress if you're a Bandcamp type of person. Then go and Miles Better as well, and Jackal Trades as well. You know, no harm in that. So. We're going to move on now. I believe are we going live to the main stage? Is that correct?
Right, so I think that's the end of it there. So that's like, I enjoyed listening to the interview afterwards as well. It's kind of cool. Get a little sort of fly in the wallness of how GMO made the album, what it took to put it together, you know. Some of the meta thoughts about actually being on stage and stuff like that. It's just interesting. I'm going to stop it here. This is probably running quite long now. GMO said I should have done this a while ago. I should have done it a month ago, but I needed breaks for health reasons, seeing as we're talking about that shit. And now I'm back, so picking up the slack that I dropped back last month. There's still a few things to get around. I'll do them in the next few days. If anybody needs to remind me of doing videos, just remind me and I will actually do them. I'm kind of forgetful, especially if it was last month. Okay, like and subscribe, follow GMO, subscribe to this channel. I think it's called, you call that radio? Yep. 2k subs, nearly at 2k. And I'll catch you guys in the next. Bye bye.